Imagine two teams walking into the same stadium, and only one of them walks out with a ticket to the World Cup final. No do-overs, no second chances, just 90 minutes that could define careers, legacies, and an entire nation's summer. Today, in the heart of Texas, France and Spain are about to collide in a semifinal that football fans have been dreaming about for weeks. And if you think you already know how this ends, stick around, because the numbers are about to surprise you. This isn't just a match. It's the best attack in the tournament against arguably the best defense left standing. And by the time we're done breaking this down, you'll understand exactly why this game could go either way, and exactly what has to happen for either side to win. So, if football predictions, deep analysis, and honest breakdowns are your thing, you're already in the right place, because on Goal Verdict, we don't just guess, we dig into the numbers and tell you what's really going to happen on that pitch. Let's set the scene first. Spain walks into this semifinal as the top-ranked team in the entire tournament, the reigning European champions, and honestly, the team almost nobody wants to face right now. They got here by grinding out a 2-1 win over Belgium, and once again, it was Mikel Merino popping up with a late goal to seal it. That's not a coincidence at this point. That's a pattern, a team that knows how to find a way when the game is tight. And speaking of Merino, before we go further, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the like, because we're about to break down player by player who actually has the edge in this matchup. And trust me, some of these numbers might change your prediction completely. Now, on the other side, France comes in ranked 3rd in the world, and they looked absolutely ruthless in their quarterfinal. Beating Morocco 2-0 without ever really looking stressed. Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele both got on the score sheet, and if you've been following this tournament, you already know Mbappe has been a nightmare for defenders all summer, sitting on 8 goals so far, the most dangerous striker left in the competition. Dembele isn't far behind either, with 5 goals of his own. And then there's Michael Ali's quietly racking up 5 assists, more than any other player in this entire World Cup. Let that sink in for a second. This French attack isn't just good, it's statistically the most productive attacking unit remaining. And that's exactly why Spain's coaching staff has spent the last few days worried about exactly one thing. How do you stop a front three that has combined for this many goal contributions? But here's where it gets interesting, because Spain isn't just some defensive team hoping to survive. Their backline has been almost impossible to break down all tournament. And that's not an exaggeration. Teams have struggled to create clean chances against this Spanish structure. Unai Simon in goal has been calm under pressure. Pau Cubarsí and Aymeric Laporte have been rock solid at center back. And with Pedri and Rodri controlling the tempo in midfield, Spain has a way of suffocating even the most dangerous attacks by simply not letting them breathe. And then there's the wild card, 18-year-old Lamine Yamal, who has been dealing with a bit of an injury, but looked like he was finding his rhythm again in the last match. Yamal turns up fully fit today. Spain suddenly has a player capable of single-handedly deciding this game. And here's the twist, we've actually seen this exact scenario before. Rewind back to Euro 2024. Same 2 teams, same semi-final stage. And Spain won that 1-1, with Yamal and Dani Olmo scoring the goals that eliminated France. So there's real history here, real scar tissue for the French side, and you have to wonder, is Deschamps' squad walking into this match with something to prove, or is that loss still sitting in the back of their minds? 'Cause here's the thing about football, sometimes the numbers tell you one story, but the psychology tells you another, and today, both are colliding on the same pitch. Now, let's actually compare the 2 squads properly, because this is where the real prediction starts to take shape. In terms of pure attacking firepower, France has the edge, no question. Mbappe's pace in finishing combined with Dembele's unpredictability and Ali's vision give them multiple ways to hurt you. Desire Doué and Bradley Barcola add even more depth off the bench, meaning France can change the game late without losing quality, which is a luxury a lot of teams simply don't have at this stage. In midfield, even with an injury to Aurelien Tchouameni, Adrien Rabiot, and Manu Kone have kept things stable, which tells you this French squad has real depth, not just star power. But when you flip to defense, the story shifts completely in Spain's favor. So their back four, combined with Rodri shielding in front of them, has made life miserable for every attacking unit they've faced so far. This is genuinely a clash of extremes, the most dangerous attack in the tournament against arguably the most disciplined defense, and something has to give. If Spain manages to control possession and slow the tempo the way they usually do, France could find themselves frustrated, chasing the game the same way they were in that Euro 2024 semifinal. But if France's front three gets even a handful of transition moments, their pace and clinical finishing could punish Spain before they even settle into their rhythm. So here's our actual prediction, and this is where we go out on a limb. We think this game stays tight for the majority of 90 minutes, low scoring, high tension. Exactly the kind of match where one moment of individual brilliance decides everything. Given France's attacking depth and their sheer efficiency in front of goal this tournament, we're leaning toward France edging this one out, somewhere around 2-1, with Mbappe being the difference maker. But we want to be honest with you. If Yamal is fully fit and Spain controls possession like they have all tournament, this could easily swing the other way, and Spain could be the ones booking their spot in the final instead. Either way, this is shaping up to be one of the most complete semifinals we've seen in years. Two genuinely elite teams, contrasting strengths, and a rematch loaded with history. Drop your own prediction in the comments before kickoff. We want to see how many of you agree with us and how many think Spain gets their revenge. If this breakdown helped you understand the matchup better, make sure you're subscribed to Go Verdict, because once the final whistle blows, we'll be back with a full breakdown of exactly what went right, what went wrong, and why one of these teams is heading home instead of heading to the final.